Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the AGL Babidi and Dabura, who recently got their Extreme Z Awakening in DBZ Dokkan Metal and are looking pretty good, honestly speaking. So, Majin Buu Saga lead of 150%, which is really awesome. Greatly raises defense for one turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy, lowers attack and seals. Greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, which is great. Causes mega colossal damage with a high chance of stunning and lowers defense. So you got a lot of really good stuff going on. Then, of course, in terms of the passive, we have also quite a nice bit going on here. So in terms of the passive, we have key plus 8, attack and defense of 188%. So really trying to give them no key problems. Plus an additional 88% when performing a super attack, which is pretty good. Win key is 22 or more if there is another Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking on the team. So yeah, a little bit locked behind having a Majin Buu Saga category ally, but not a huge problem for them. Majin Buu Saga, especially now, is very, very strong. Then they get a chance of evading enemies' attack plus 20% per Majin Buu Saga category ally that is in the same turn. So that's a max of 40%, and if all allies are attacking the same turn, an additional chance of plus 10%. So what that means is if you have a full rotation of Majin Buu Saga category allies, these guys will be sitting in around the 50% evasion mark, which is pretty decent. Then of course we have a key plus 6, attack and defense is 66%, great chance of performing a critical hit when the target enemy is in attack down. And then also in defense down says stunned or sealed. Majin power units receive 30% attack and defense and an additional 10% if all characters are extreme class. So yeah, honestly speaking, look, before we talk about links and everything, they're very tied to like a lot of different things. You need to have you're going to need to have, for example, Majin Buu Saga category allies, then you want them all to be extreme. Then, of course, you want the unit in opposition to be an attack down, defense down. These things are not on their own individually a problem. It just means that they're basically tied to an extreme Majin Buu team, which, honestly speaking, is not the end of the world. That being said, their best content that they are available in is, of course, going to be Super Battle Road, ESBR. They're going to be great for Ultimate Clash. They can do some red zones as well. They will be able to help out in certain red zones. One really cool thing is if you look at their link sets and everything, then in terms of their link sets, they have Master of Magic, Master Resurrection Plan, Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and a lot of those links spawn, well, I think 2 of them spawn defense down. So immediately you have ways to kind of like, proc your full passive already. Master Magic spawns defense down, and then Fear and Faith does defense down. So you have immediately multiple ways to secure your full passive. Now stats wise, the highest kind of starter turn defense we're seeing is really around about the 220k mark, but their defense goes up a lot between the 80% attack and 88% attack and defense. Additional attack and defense based on if they're in attack down. Like after they fire off their attack, their defense goes up big time, definitely well over the 500k mark, without a doubt, especially considering the raising on their super. Now they also do a little bit of everything. They got 50% evasion if the opponent is in defense down. They also have a great chance of 70% of performing a critical hit, so you're not too concerned there. There's just a lot. They have a lot that they do. Not in like a bad way, like in a good way. They just have a lot. And yeah, realistically speaking, building them in terms of hidden potential is a bit of a how do you feel kind of situation. I think you'll find a lot of people will probably go for additionals, at least I will, because then you can get triple additionals. They can do some good damage. They can do a lot of really good things. Of course, also you might find that certain players want to push them to go, into like evasion, just because that gives them an extra defensive facility. So that's also something that's really good. But yeah, honestly speaking, like, that is really just kind of where I'm at. I think they're really good. Link-wise, they are a little bit kind of all over the place. That's definitely the case. Master of Magic, Fear and Faith, etc. All those kind of like standard Babidi Dabura links aren't necessarily the best. They are a little bit not great, but they make up for it because they have a lot of key from their passive, and they do a lot of stuff on their own realistically. So they have a lot to make up for it, which I think does help. But with that being said, it is still difficult. Like, it is not necessarily a super easy unit to link with, but the support that they have and the power of them does help out a little bit. So yeah, overall, honestly, a very big, good unit. I think a great free-to-play EZA, very helpful, very expensive though. So I think, make sure that you're happy with this, and I would definitely suggest having the physical Boo and Babidi, because I do think they're important. They make a great pairing, and you have a lot of fun running them in content as a free-to-play lineup. So yeah, I think that would be really, really awesome. So that's it from me. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of them. I think they do some really awesome numbers when everything comes together. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it from me. And I'll see you guys in the next one.